Too late nights dancing my place. I could get used to long drives.
Roll up to the greatest show in the world.
Lights, camera, action!
Good morning, dear.
Morning.
What you bought?
I bought you some silicone air fryer brief trays. So like when you do onion rings and chips and that in it.
What's the point of that?
For air fryer,
All right.
to keep it cleaner.
Sounds like crap.
And I got you some flour so you can make some bread.
Oh.
And I did get you a surprise.
What you got me?
I got these. These are for me. These are seasonings.
You bought more?
No, these are, look what they are. They're air fryer seasonings.
Yeah, what we need is a rack of spice rack, don't we?
This is garlic and herb air fryer seasoning, and this one's a southern fried chicken, so you can make your it tastes like southern fried chicken. I did get you as a treat.
Oh,
Massive bag of them.
favourite wife now.
And I got you some 82p, because they're out of date by day.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so I got you some of them.
That's good, that's good.
I didn't buy myself any treats.
Good.
So, you wanted me to do something on this video, aren't you? You want to tell me about something?
Yeah.
He's pointing his camera at me.
Oh, I've got a story for you.
Can I just put this away and then we'll sit and have the story?
Huh?
Can we sit and have the story when I've just put this away?
All right then.
Yeah, go on.
It's just hit the news, yesterday when you're watching this vlog, but it's today's news has just come out. Right, so this couple, right, has been they've been on holiday with their motorhome, right, to France. I don't know how long they've been there because I haven't been into much of the story.
They had a fab time, whoever they are.
Their names are Adrian and Joanne Fenton, right? And it's just made the news in every paper.
What, them going on holiday?
Yeah. So what's happened? They finished the holiday in France, right? These people, by the way, have a motorhome,
Right.
okay, and a couple of bikes,
Alright,
okay.
yeah.
And these bikes usually go on back of your motorhome, and they get covered with a cover, don't they?
Yeah, bike cover.
So they're coming through France, and believe it or not, they get to, after a 6-hour drive, they get to Calais.
Oh, coming home? Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens when you get to Calais? What does the security do?
Everything.
You go through 2 passport controls.
Yeah.
And you get the security come up to you and they say, can you open your cupboards to turn off the gas, don't they?
We've even been asked to open the safe before.
Yeah, so they walk round your motorhome and everything,
They
don't
check
they?
everything, yeah.
So what happens, they get over at Channel Tunnel.
Right. Is
And,
that what they've gone on, the Channel Tunnel?
uh,
Or is it the ferry?
is...
You're telling me a story, I need to know details. Because I'm already invested in this story. But I am a person that needs details in this story.
I'm not sure. It's the tunnel or it's the ferry.
Come back, basically, from
Yeah, they've come back.
France, right?
Right. And basically, they've, got back in their motorhome, like you do.
Right, yeah.
And then they started driving home.
Right.
So when they got home to Essex, right, what they did, they pulled in the garage. And, the woman does the inside jobs and the man usually does the outside jobs, which we call it pink and blue, don't we?
Jobs, yeah.
So he starts taking bikes off the back of the motorhome.
Put in the garage, yeah.
And believe it or not, because they've been on road 6 hours non-stop, right?
Yeah.
When they lift the bike cover up at the back of the motorhome, there's a stowaway. An immigrant.
Where?
So he was stood on the bike rack, hutched over the bikes with the bike cover covering them. So you couldn't tell there was anybody in there.
On the back of the motorhome?
On the back of the motorhome.
No chance on this earth. How went he fell off?
I don't know. I was not
Wait a
fell
minute.
off.
And they went through security like that?
Went through security like that.
Oh, that's a massive mistake.
That's a right security breach, innit, from customs.
Wow. That must have been scary for the bloke. That'd have been
Yeah, but that ain't it.
terrifying for the bloke taking that off the back of there. That bloke could have had a weapon or anything on
But that
him.
ain't it.
That's not the story.
No, that ain't the full story. So, first thing they do is phone the police.
Rightly so, yeah.
Yeah. So, police turn up, they arrest the bloke, he's 16-year-old from Sudan.
Right.
Right. And so the phone police come out, they arrest him, they grab him straight away. And believe it or not, these Joanne has even, you know, when they's got off thing, they've given him water, they've looked after him till police get there.
Right.
Like you do.
They've been a decent human being.
That's
Well done.
correct. So, it doesn't say when, but after they've been arrested, they've been fined for bringing a stowaway into England. £1,500.
Who's been fined?
The woman who brought the immigrant over, the motorhome driver.
Absolutely fucking not. Are you lying?
No, it's in paper
How are they
today.
going to fine them when they passed through security?
Yeah,
Why did
that's-
security pick you up?
That's right. But how the story goes, well, that is the story. But they all know on this channel, if you've got a motorhome, right, when you're coming through security, they'll do with checks, right? But how can you know there's a stowaway on the back of your motorhome? Because when you come up to Calais, there's that many traffic lights, there's that many roundabouts.
Yeah.
So do you have to check the back of your motorhome at every roundabout and at every stop?
First of all, right?
They think they get on at the Carrefour before, about 6 hours before Calais.
So you've been on there for about 12 hours?
No, 6 hours.
Right, let's backtrack a minute, right? First of all, our government's a joke.
No, yeah,
Fine.
totally.
Because France border should have been the one who got the fine.
Yeah,
English border control for not checking on the way in.
yeah.
Fine. If I was this Joanne Bird, I'd be suing them because for emotional damage. Emotional damage. Because what if that stowaway had have had a knife?
Yeah,
And her husband went to
yeah.
uncover his bike and they'd have stabbed him and killed him.
Yeah, that's right.
And also, I know it's an unpopular opinion, it's clearly just come here for the benefits.
Well, we all know
I don't
that.
care what you'll say, I'm far from racist, I'm the least racist person you'll ever met, right? But if he's fleeing Sudan and he's fleeing a war-torn country, he won't war-torn while he was in France. He's only come here for benefits.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
It's as simple as that. And the fact that, listen, Joanne, if you're watching this, I'll message you if I can. I'd appeal it. I'd sue
That's what
the
they're doing,
government.
they're appealing it
I'd
now.
sue the government and say, you want damages to your bike rack because they didn't pick it up on it. It might damage the back of your motor.
But they have all them X-ray scanners as well.
Yeah.
But they do stop, right? We've been abroad many
Disgusting to
times.
find them.
But they, right? I told you it's the right story. But they stop every motorhome and make sure your gas is off.
Yeah, they do.
So you've got all the security, you've got the armed police, you've got everything. And even the dogs
I'm
didn't
not
even
being
pick
funny.
it
They
up.
come and go under my bed. They've been under my bed. They normally check this cupboard. Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they've asked us to open the safe.
Yeah. Yeah, but
That's
they might have
not
been
their fault.
they might have been one of them people that didn't get checked in the motorhome.
Yeah, but that's not their fault.
But at the end of the day, all that security going round your motorhome to make sure your gas is off and everything
Yeah.
else. That's the point that I'm getting at.
I would 100%. I'd be dying on the hill. I'd be going to jail before I'd pay that fine.
That's what
no
I-
way on this earth
Yeah.
I would pay that fine.
I go to jail, I won't pay a fine
I'd be
either.
like, put me in jail. Send me to prison, call the popo, lock me up, I am not going to jail. Kiss my ass.
Yeah.
No way.
It's mad, isn't it?
That's disgusting that they find them
It is,
for
isn't
that.
it? So I don't know what else is going on because it's just hit
Is
papers
this a made
today.
up story?
No, it's truth. It's truth.
Where have you read that? Have you read it while I was shopping?
No, it's in every paper. It popped up
Wow.
on my news feed.
That's
mad.
crazy.
Yeah, UK couple. There, look.
I can't read that way, I haven't got my right.
Yeah, look. See?
That is absolutely crazy.
That's mad, isn't it?
And how terrible. They've just had a lovely holiday, come back and then they're getting £1.5 fine for doing the right thing.
Yeah.
First of all, they phoned the police straight away. Second of all, they made sure the kid was all right, gave him some water, was decent human beings to this person who...
Yeah. So do you know what's
They
going to
don't
happen?
even know.
So do you know what the government are probably going to do now? They're going to all... They're all going to kick themselves in asses because at the end of the day, if that's what you get, £1,500 for bringing a stowaway, even though, do you know what I mean? If it was inside your motorhome, I can get the story. But when when you stop at a roundabout or go to Carrefour like they did, or you come to a traffic light, you don't know someone's climbed on your bike rack.
How are you meant to know that?
So what I'd do, when they got back to England, you know what I'd have done with that kid? I'd have said, here, mate, there's 50 quid going in travels. I'd have just let him go, me. Because at the end of the day, reporting it to police gives you a big fine.
I can't believe they totally did everything they was meant to do. They did the right thing when they got back, and then they got £1.5 fine.
Yeah.
That's an absolute piss.
They did do the right thing. They even looked after the immigrant.
Our government's just a joke.
It is, isn't it?
Joke.
It is a joke.
That's pissed me right off, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. So, what I'd like to know, right, because you've all seen this story in paper or heard of it already, I'd like to know, what would you people do out there? Would you, once you got back, if it was you got your motorhome back to your garage, would you let the guy go and not report it, or would you have reported it and took the £1,500 fine? I'd like to know what people's opinions are on it.
And he's a kid, and he at 16, he's only a baby.
Yeah, but I understand why he's fled the country, do you know what I mean?
I understand why he's fled. If he's from Sudan, I understand that.
But now he'll probably go to immigration and they'll send him back home, or they'll give him a 10-bedroom house and a car and, £1,000 a month or something.
That argument, but what I'm saying is, he was safe in France. If he was genuinely fleeing a war-torn country and you fear for your life, which is fine, but why do you need to come here?
Yeah.
You were safe in France.
Yeah.
The only reason is because France doesn't have a benefit system.
Yeah, probably.
In my opinion.
Anyway, so I'd like to know what your opinions are. Like I said, would you let him go
I feel really bad.
and send him on his way, or would you have phoned the police and took the fine?
I think I'd have let him go.
That couple's going to be scared of going out of country again.
How awful. Well, if you're watching this, Joanne, and your husband, I hope it doesn't stop you from travelling. Just, you're going to have to check your own bike rack next time, because clearly they're not doing it.
It'll probably be an highway code next. You have to check back here in a motorhome every time you stop at traffic lights and stuff like that.
Oh, how awful.
Yeah.
And I bet they've had a right good holiday, and that's just going to put right shit on it, on it.
Can you imagine that queue? You remember when you all queued to get on ferry or to tunnel, whichever one it is?
Yeah.
They've been stuck there hours. But they
Wow.
said 6 hours online. So I'm guessing from France to home it was 6 hours. So that guy's been bent over. He's stood on a bike rack.
How?
And he's bending.
I get how the people in the motorhome didn't see the guy. I get that, right?
Yeah, because they
totally get that.
jump on, don't they?
How didn't everybody around, all the security, how didn't they notice a person in a bike rack?
It was well undercover.
Was it?
Yeah, but they noticed the zip being undone. That's how
Wow.
they knew.
Might be. Maybe it's worth tie strapping your zip shut so you know. So if you see tie strap gone.
It's like
you
them
know.
truckers, innit, as well? Truckers, you know that, and having straps.
Yeah.
If immigrants get in there, the company gets fined.
How's it the company's fault?
It's
It needs to be
crazy.
immigration's fault for checking. They need to make sure they're checking properly.
The government is knackered, to tell you.
Joke.
Anyway, I didn't expect this to turn out this kind of thing.
That
So
story
probably I
shocked
think
me,
we'll
that.
put this vlog on as it is on its
That
own.
shocked me. That I'm not going to lie.
It is a shock, innit?
I hope you get away with your fine. I hope you appeal it, and I
Yeah,
hope
I
you win.
do. Anyway, you've got our support.
Get a petition.
It was-
Send me it. I'll sign it.
Yes,
Everybody
get a
will sign
petition
it.
going. We'll all sign it, because I think it's just disgusting behaviour from the government. I do.
£1.5 fine for doing the right thing. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And you know, when I searched it online on news to see if it were a real story,
Yeah.
there's thousands of
To be
people
fair,
being fined for the same
If I'm not
thing.
mistaken, you've just shown me The Guardian. The Guardian don't post fake stories.
No, that was just what we're reading it off.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
But
The
another
Guardian.
woman
If it had been
about-
its son, I wouldn't have believed
Another
it.
woman, which I won't mention because the story's out there already, but about 2 years ago, it happened exactly the same thing with another motorhomer, and they got £4,500 fine. And they paid it.
Wow.
I wouldn't have done that. I'd gone to prison.
I'm going to jail. I'm not paying that. Out of principle, I am not paying that.
Yeah.
I am not paying that. Send me to jail.
Right, my arm's hurting, so I just thought I'd mention that to you.
Jesus Christ.
So thanks for watching. I'll put this vlog on its own because it's a bit of a ranty thing, but just wanted to put it out there that,
I guess you're all going to have to check your bike racks from now on.
yeah, check it.
That's just a piss take.
Just check your bike racks. You know, every roundabout and street corner, every time you stop.
It's impossible, isn't it? You can't
It's
do it.
impossible. It's impossible.
Wow.
Right, guys, catch you later on while we still bicker about this argument. Well, it's not an argument, it's just shit that happens.
I'm going to go read the story myself online.
Yeah, you've got to read it. Even there's a video of them getting arrested. I put the footage into the video, but I don't want to get copyrighted for using other people's footage. But yeah, they show him get him off bike rack and arresting him. Mad.
Craziness.
Used to late nights dancing my place. I could get used to long drives.
Roll up to the greatest show in the world.